Well, you may be saying that it's too late. That's giving the next 5 months and another 5 months to within the next coming 1 year to make 10 months. But at least, although you will remember that I moved this motion almost 2 years ago, that this president could offer nothing to anybody, and I should step aside. But because the APC then didn't know what they were doing, this Atlantic Ocean of problems that are carrying almost all of us away, they were still enjoying swimming. Not now that they are now face to face with death. They now realize what another statement was telling them. I've been in the system before many of them were born, including the leadership, except few. That's the most respected former majority leader. If we had acted then, this Atlantic Ocean, the dangerous water that is swimming now, that has surrounded Abuja, wouldn't have come at all. But now that we are face to face with reality of life, with death, automatically, it's still timely if they could inject the man, or if they can eject the man out of that villa. What the way is drifting now is drifting towards militocracy. Because if everybody is being afraid of death every day, automatically something unusual will happen to the same democracy we are trying to protect. But the mistake the opposition made was to cooperate foolishly with the dangerous majority, particularly this leadership that has never performed very well. When we have self-centered leadership, automatically this is what we will get. It was the self-centered leadership of the National Assembly that made the executive to be deaf and dumb. So anything we do, if they go there to go and tell them that there's no problem, automatically they will be thinking there's no problem. Imagine Lugbe, Kuje, Dawaki and so on. Even the second phase of Asokoro, people being killed almost every day. The captain of the Brigade of Guard that is guiding him was killed by just hoodlums. And we are still looking for 13 soldiers under him in this villa. Automatically, you know that and he has traveled to Liberia. So, which means he doesn't care again because he has made a name to be the president of the country. That is what he wanted. But for all of us now that are being carried away by this shark, automatically we have to be very careful. It's only God that can save us now. But for us now to walk away, it has come to a dangerous level. Well, we had a meeting, closed door meeting today, and we agreed to issue a statement on impeachment process that the man should go. But because somebody is still protecting his legal imposition, his so-called cooperation agreement between the two opposing camps, still protecting those people that are inflicting injuries on Nigeria, then automatically we have to walk away on him so that the whole world will know that day one we have been passing motions, we have been moving this and that for this man to go, or inviting generals, inviting him. You know, there was a time we invited him and he didn't care to come. So we have to sever ourselves from that terrorist arrangement. That's why we have to do what we did today. Never too late.
Yes, sir.
This is not a party affair. Today, during the executive meeting, almost all everybody agreed, except one that they have just made their leader now. Few of them, they are not up to 10, that were saying we should call him, we should do this, we should wait quietly until all of us die. Few. Majority of the APC members stood up, including Bukachua. They wanted the man to go. So, but walking out today, they were not properly informed. You know, they couldn't have walked away from their headmaster. So automatically it is opposition that should show the concern. You see that some of those people that walked out are the people from the main core of APC that defected to PDP. So automatically it's a national concern. But when this fire ranges, it doesn't know whether you are APC. Just like Californian wildfire that is burning now. It doesn't know whether you are APC or not. Notice that it's only today that the opposition could gather itself together. And all of them walked out. So when everybody is faced with death sentence, automatically that is the end of the journey. By the time we come back, if all of us will come back, by the time we come back, maybe many will have been afflicted by these people. If they manage to come back, automatically all of us will come together and say the man should go.
Okay, one more question, sir. Distinguished, you remember that this insecurity did not start with Buhari's administration. So what makes you think that if the man resigns or is being impeached, that the space of insecurity will stop?
Insecurity didn't start with Buhari. It didn't start with Jonathan. It started a long time ago, about 13 years ago. You could remember that was it not during Baba's time that he went to Maiduguri? During Ogundipe's time in the prison.
Yes.
This thing started in prison, in Maiduguri prison. And that was Baba's time. So, it was caused by the police, because this sect were just going for the burial. And when they were coming back, they opened fire on them.
Yes.
And instead of pacifying them, they started driving them underground before external influence came in. So, Jonathan came. About 200 or so were kidnapped. They could see some. They couldn't see them. I think there is a grand style of some leadership somewhere that aided these problems. Now that they are in power, they couldn't quench the fire again. So, if he goes, somebody may come and understand the language. Because the soldiers that are fighting in the war, they are making money. There's no single soldier you post to the war that will not take allowance, either in dollar or... There was a time we hired mercenaries. The generals are just busy acquiring houses here and there. To the extent that during this regime, all the three generals, the NAF, the Air Force, the Navy, the Army, and the Air Force, they couldn't even know what to do with their money. They started building university. Air Force University in Bauchi, Army University in Biu, all under federal government. Then Naval University in South. But they couldn't know what to do with the money instead of purchasing arms and ammunition. See, billions of dollars we have already allocated. Anytime we invited them, they will complain lack of money. Automatically, we have allocated a lot of funds there. If you go to Maiduguri and you see a whole hotel acquired by the military, no go area where they enjoy their lives. Yet you still have checkpoints between Maiduguri and that's Yobe, 135 kilometers. 2 checkpoints of Boko Haram there. One in Binisek, one in Ugandu. You know, I've been there for 5 years. So apart from this professor who is the man is the one that has blown up Borno North. That's Gamborun Gala. For the past 10, 12 years, nobody has visited that place. He just of recent, he had to go there. And you know what he saw? If it was military that attempted to kill him twice, so what are you going to see? Because the military does not want war to end. So there must be power behind these insurgents. Have you ever seen anybody being arrested? The ones arrested are the ones they have already blown up the prison yard and they have already released. So which means there is a powerful hand that is behind it. So if the powerful hands could leave the power for us, automatically we'll be able to sort out the problem. You got to a stage that I called the northern leaders. We were inside the aircraft, rail line. Almost everybody had all delay with guns. I said, And most of my friends at the moment, they were out there, governors and so. I said, come on. You are very shameless. Your own children, your own boys sent you out of the international road. And you now cluster yourself inside a train. One day they are coming to blow you up. They say, no, the security. I said, your security is with the AK-47. These people will blow you. Did they not blow them? Now, you cannot pass Kaduna Road. The most appalling thing is that when you get to Kaduna Road, there are villages. These boys are occupied. Just close to the road, killing people. He got to a stage, El-Rufai, who was one of those people that really brought them in to salvage power from Jonathan, had to confess that the best thing is to go and destroy them, including those people they carry, so that at least they will be bye-bye to rubbish. Who will give the order? Who will give the soldiers order? The commander-in-chief is not where to be. Is he not the father of everybody? Is he not their father? And when you see the languages they are talking Fulani language. We are in this world that you will see the victims being televised, being beaten by small boys from the villagers, and no police can arrest them. No soldier can go near. And they are paying ransom, including paying ransom on bishop. Automatically, you know that the government is behind it. So that's why we say, okay, if the government cannot save people again, they should leave. After all, they have already said they wanted 100 million Nigerians to be millionaire, isn't it? Are they not more than 100 now? How much is a cow now? You have gotten a cow that is almost 100, maybe 1 million. And as soon as they catch somebody, it's 100 million, 200 million they will share. Who takes the money there? Is it not police? Where are those people they have already arrested and prosecuted? So that is the problem. These are the questions we are asking. Unfortunately, the man who is heading National Assembly is not clean. He doesn't care whether everybody dies because none of his family members is affected. And we that we are from bush, here and there, we are feeling it. And people are shouting on us that we are not doing anything. Before we go on holiday, that is why we have to shout that we are not part of this rotten system. But because we are in opposition and we are not many, the majority is always right. That's why we say no, we have to shout. Everybody must know before all of us die. That's our message.
Thank you so much.
So by the time we come back and everything is not, we have to sanitize everybody. We have to, when the whole world, particularly the Nigerian population, continue to shout on the legislators, they will do the needful. Let the man go. Sanity will return by the grace of God.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.